What's up, this is Score 2448 with American Truck Simulator video. Today we'll be using this Peterbilt sleeper to haul scaffolding from Bakersfield to Santa Cruz, California. We'll be hopping here on the inside and turning this Peterbilt on. We do have the digital dash set to our speedometer, which I really do prefer, and we'll be heading out here. And I actually did come by the motel to kind of make it early morning for us, just around 6 a.m. here in the game. So as you guys can see, we got the truck on, all warmed up. So next up we'll be kind of pulling out onto the road. And I'm very excited to be back here in American Truck Sim. It's a great game, and I've been getting a lot of requests to feature more. And we've done this trip many different times, back and forth from Bakersfield to Santa Cruz, and it's always nice. It's a very easy haul for us, and it's also pretty quick compared to the other places that we do have to haul. And today we are using this Peterbilt sleeper, which is pretty nice. As you guys can see, the trailer did go up on the curve there just a little bit, and it looks like there is no sign that says we cannot turn on red. So we'll come to a stop once a few vehicles go by and it's safe for us. We will be going, but as you guys can see, it looks like nobody is going, so we'll go and take a look. That looks like a Camaro's over there, a U-Haul truck, lots of different vehicles that we do get to kind of drive along, which is awesome. I really do enjoy this game. It's a great simulator game, and it's pretty cool when you get to use a G29 Logitech steering wheel. It looks like we are able to merge. Now you do have to be very careful, especially in these larger trucks, but overall this game is one pretty cool game. And it looks like we'll be taking a left up here at the lights. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for all of the continued support here on the daily videos. You guys are awesome with all of the positive feedback, and it looks like we are going to be making this light, which is nice. And take a look, that guys looks like a Ford Raptor was over there. That's pretty cool, but we do have to focus over here. Wow, we were just about not going to make that, but we did, which is very helpful for us, or else we would have had to sit at that light. I feature American Truck Sim every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the channel. It's pretty cool, and as you guys can see, the signs coming up Bakersfield, which means that we are leaving, and we are going 10 over the speed limit, actually 12. So we do want to drop down and take a look at that classic truck up there. That looks pretty cool. And as you guys can see, there are some white lines here, which means that we really should be stopping, but at the same time, there are no stop signs for us, so we won't be stopping, and we are going a little bit over the speed limit, so I think we'll just kind of let the truck kind of continue. And that's the first time seeing a Hummer in the game. That's pretty cool. Now, if there is a gas station, as we do kind of continue, I will be stopping there just so we could kind of top off on fuel. And I really do like this Peterbilt. It's a very interesting color. Not really seen too much of these before. And as you guys can see, this is some pretty large scaffolding inside the containers. We'll definitely want to kind of hop on the inside here. We do not want to miss our stream. It looks like we'll just kind of continue here. And we do have to be pretty careful to make sure they do not kind of pull forward. But it looks like the speed limit is 65 miles per hour. We'll get some more cinematic shots just because, I mean, this looks awesome. I really do like this shot and all the different kind of angle views that we do get with this camera. And we do have to take it pretty slow here on this turn. And on some of these turns, I really do just prefer the inside view. But it looks like we could climb up to 55, and we do have to be very careful taking these turns because the trailer will kind of go off onto the other lane. Now, sometimes this posted speed limit is meant for some vehicles, but for semi-trucks like us, I do not want to be going exactly the speed limit, especially on windy turns like this, so we will be pretty careful. And it looks like a gas station is coming up, which is very helpful, so we'll be taking that right to go to a gas station. It's actually right on the way. That's very helpful for us, and it should be coming up over here, so we'll definitely want to indicate. Let's kind of see where this gas station is. Well, coming to a stop pretty fast, and it is a pretty light load, only 20,000 pounds for the semi-truck. Doing a pretty good job turning over there and over there. A great job so far. And we're just going to stop here before we head on. Looks like we are getting on the freeway, actually. And wow, there's so much room to move around here. Looks like you could sleep in the back. And like I was saying, guys, I did kind of have us sleep early morning so we could get out in the sunlight, which should be helpful. We'll kind of stop here and let's see how much diesel fuel we'll need. If you guys would like to see more American Truck Sim here on the channel, let me know down below in the comments. As you guys can see, we got 76 gallons, $244, and our employer did kind of cover the cost, which is nice. And we still have not yet done any jobs here in the marketplace, which I will be doing very soon. As you guys can see, it looks like we do have to wait for traffic, and looks like there's a bit of traffic, and there's a little traffic break. So I think we'll just kind of wait for that. It looks like a dump truck is turning, so we'll kind of make our way in. We do actually have to be careful both ways, especially since we are very close to this stone wall on this side. As you guys can see, I took that very, very wide, a little bit wider than I normally would, but especially since we have a stone wall there, I decided to. We'll take this turn, and as you guys can see, really easy roads, which is helpful at the same time, and we'll be getting on the freeway, and that was actually pretty close to that Camaro, and we are now entering the freeway. We'll definitely get up to speed here, and as you guys can see, the other lane is pretty busy, and it looks like this one isn't as busy, which is nice. And we got some cars trying to merge, and they will be letting us merge. There was no room to merge, especially with semi-trucks. We can't really get up to speed, so we're just going to continue down the highway at a cruise of 54. As you guys can see, we are passing by the weigh station right over there to our right. We did get the notification letting us know that we did not have to stop, which is pretty nice. So we'll just kind of continue down the road and see what else happens. It looks like we'll be taking this right and getting off the freeway over here, which is pretty cool. And it looks like we are actually on the last stretch of our haul, which is also very nice. And this Peterbilt has been doing a very good job today, kind of maintaining speed, and overall it's a pretty light load for this semi-truck, even though it is a sleeper. We'll come to a complete stop here. It looks like we are good both ways, and we do have to be very careful, especially since those bushes are kind of blocking our view. But we'll be kind of doing a good job here. Taking this turn is very nice, and I really do like using the steering wheel for this game. I will be trying to incorporate using the steering wheel maybe into farming sim. I think that'll be a very cool thing to do, and I did get a few requests to do it. As you guys can see, we are now getting up to 55 miles per hour, and it looks like we are passing by like a mini animal farm over there, which is pretty cool. You guys can see like a few farm buildings over there also. And as you guys can see, I mean, we are just continuing down the road, what we've been doing all day, and I really just enjoy doing this series here on American Truck Sim, featuring one every single week, and you guys really do enjoy these, which I do appreciate, and I really do like these angle views, camera views, that you guys do see me kind of using every now and then. And it looks like we are going just around 5 under the speed limit, which is nice, and having this digital speedometer is very helpful. I really do prefer it over the other one, but I do like having both at the same time. And let's probably see how much do we average out. So we've been averaging just around 4.8 mpg, and right now it shows like 20 when I'm off the acceleration. As you guys can see, it goes up, then right when I get on it goes back to 3.9. So that's what we've been averaging. Right when I get off it, you guys can see it does change a lot. So I mean, that's pretty interesting how right when you get off it, it goes sky high, if you would say, and then it changes. But it looks like now we will be going on to another freeway, which is okay. You guys can see that we've been just averaging just around 40 miles per hour on the street, which is 15 below the speed limit, and you always want to kind of stay within the speed limit, or probably like at most 10 under. But as you guys can see, we'll be taking this turn, and it seems to be a little bit on the sharper side turn wise, especially with those signs. We'll make this turn, and it looks like we're doing a really good job. The trailer just about almost did not go over that white line, which is pretty good. And it looks like traffic wise there's not too much traffic, but we do have to be very, very careful. And it looks like there's actually an open, yep, take a look at that. That's pretty helpful. So I mean, we are getting very close to Santa Cruz, which is pretty nice, and overall the landscape in this game is awesome. You guys can see all the trees, different vehicles that we do get to drive by and kind of drive along the roads with, if you would so call it. Sport cars, sedans, SUVs, and larger semi-trucks just like that. That must have been a Peterbilt hauling a dump trailer, which is pretty cool. And I am looking into getting some modded semi-trucks for us. I have been running into a bit of a problem with them, and as you guys can see, we are going just above the speed limit, just around 5 miles above, and people are continuing to pass us. As you guys can see, a U-Haul truck, a F650 passed by, a newer F150 passed by, and the circle is coming up here on our map, which means that we are very close to it, and that's always nice, kind of doing these hauls within a reasonable amount of time, being efficient. So we'll be getting off the freeway up here. No need to really be on the accelerator, especially since we'll be stopping at the top of the hill, and it looks like this is right off of the highway, like the next building off, and we should be seeing the building right over there. And yeah, you can see the start to that building. So we'll come to a stop here, and that Jeep is going to be going over there. So we do have to wait for them to go. I do not want to squeeze by, especially since that's going to just make it trickier for us. So we'll have to come to a complete stop. Always want to stop, and wow, this street up here looks a little narrow compared to what we are usually working with. But that looks to be good. Really good job today hauling to Baker. As you guys can see, we are now arriving here at our destination. You guys can see this looks to be a pretty cool job site area. I'm just trying to take this turn very, very sharp. We are close to that fence line, and we do have to watch out over there. So we'll take a look at this, see exactly where they want us to kind of unload this. We want the hardest one possible, which is that one. So we definitely have to kind of watch this trailer. That actually does not look that hard compared to some of the other ones. We do have to watch that fence. And looks like we actually cleared that fence, which is nice. So next up, I want to come as close as we can to these pipes and as close as we can to this wall. That way we do not have to do too much backing up. And I mean, that is a very close up there. Take a look, that guy's really good maneuvering. And it looks like we did touch the wall just a little, which is not good. And it would be very helpful if we had a mirror right there. But I mean, sometimes in this game, it is hard to drive giant trucks like this. Especially using a steering wheel really does make it challenging. As you guys can see, I am trying to look out there. Looks like we did clear that. And we're just going to continue, kind of turn in right over here. And you guys can see someone is working on a skid steer, which is nice. And take a look at all of those pallets of bricks. That is a ton of bricks. As you guys can see, we'll definitely hop out of this view. And we definitely want to kind of take a look at where we are. It looks like the trailer will be just about in line. Wow, we did a pretty good job, and looks like we'll be able to get this on our first try. We'll kind of back up here. Usually when you are backing up doing these very challenging maneuvers, you do not want to go fast, and just coming very close to that, a little too close for comfort, especially going right against that wall. But overall, that did help us out in the end, kind of making this load. We did it on our first try. I mean, that's awesome how we kind of positioned this load. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's American Truck Sim video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and subscribe for more.